We are so excited to have Becky Sauerbrunn on the show.
Oh, I 1000% was like, Syd brought strippers to her wedding ceremony.
Period.
They would rather say they're not even an animal lover. That's terrible.
I'd be less surprised if someone abducted you in your little booty shorts, crutching on the side of the freeway.
There's happiness on both sides.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of the BFFR show with Syd and Ali.
Before we get into it,
because we're going to get into it,
may we remind you,
please follow the show across social media at BFFR show, subscribe to the show on YouTube, and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or
wherever you get your podcast. But honestly, we don't really care where, how, when you're watching, as long as you're watching us, of course.
And please rate and review the show.
5 stars only.
It helps people find us, and we definitely want to be found. You can also call us at 1-833-TXT-BFFR, which is...
That's 1-833-898-2337.
If you're scared to pick up the phone, send us an old-fashioned email to feedback@bffrshow.com.
We love hearing from you, and your question or comment could end up on the show, so make sure it's a good one.
Syd, let's get this rolling with another one of your brilliant affirmations.
This one came from our guest. It's, what we do matters and impacts people in a positive way.
What you do definitely matters and impacts people in a positive way.
Same with you.
Puss, puss.
Puss, puss.
All right, here we go. We have to start, obviously, with an injury update because she's out of the boot and into some hot steppers.
Period.
How you feeling?
I feel so good. I mean, I'm a fast healer.
Mentally and physically.
Yeah. Don't know about that, but no, I feel really good. I obviously didn't walk for like the first week, and now she's back in.
So the scooter is gone, which means Syd can now drive her Porsche again.
I had to drive the kids' car.
Yes, the mom car,
mobile,
which is also very nice. But Syd was a little bit ticked off because the scooter with the rusty handlebar really couldn't fit into the frunk of the Porsche, but she's back zooming around. And I just, at some point in the last year, she had a wrapped metallic teal car and now a lime green and the silver one and now this lime green one. And I didn't realize until recently that you are like a car person.
I didn't realize that either. And I was like, maybe I am. I do like cars, but I would never like say that I'm a car person.
Yeah, but I mean, you're getting them kind of tricked out.
Yeah,
you did something special with the wheels. She sends them off for months and then they come back. It's funny because Syd has these very noticeable cars and she'll try to surprise me. We had PT and I see her car in the parking lot, very obvious. And I go in and I'm turned around and she comes and like puts her hand over my eyes. And I'm like, Syd, I saw your car in the parking lot. She's like, oh. I see her outside CVS. I see her wherever she is.
Yeah. Well, you have my location, so.
Before I had her location, I was able to locate her with her very recognizable cars. And you had a personalized license plate back in the day too.
Oh, did she ever? Did she ever? This was my time where I'd moved away and I was like kind of on my own and I could do like my own thing. And I thought that it was really cool in high school to have my Honda Civic Beast as the license plate SYDUCTION. SYD. What was it? SYD.
I'm glad you can spell your name.
CTN or SYD UCTN.
SYDUCTION.
Yeah, I don't know how it worked, but I made it work. And it was very obvious that it was SYDUCTION. Syd, get it? Like my name is Syd.
Oh, thank you.
That's where it is. That's
Thank
where
you.
it comes from.
So she's thrilled to be driving the Porsche again. We have a little story about that later. That's for the end of the show. So you have to stay tuned because you're going to want to hear this doozy. We had a major L this week.
Huge
Syd's L was enough for the both of us.
Huge L.
We'll get there later, but now we're doing rehab together, and it kind of just begs the question, how resilient is too resilient? Are we just too stubborn? Are we getting too old for this? So we brought on Captain America, the recently retired Becky Sauerbrunn, to give us advice on our life, our careers, our injuries, and basically everything.
Yeah, we did. Of course, we know Captain America. 2 World Cups, gold medals, an Olympic gold, and like a fighter for equal pay. And she's just the best. And we love her so much. And one of the best captains we've ever seen.
3 NWSL championships, 2 with FC Kansas City, 1 with the Portland Thorns, and she just started her broadcasting career as an analyst for TNT, and she just announced that she's pregnant with a baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
We are so excited to have Becky Sauerbrunn on the show. It's time for a break, but she'll be on right when we get back.
So don't go anywhere. Welcome, Becky, whom I call Bex.
Hey, Bex.
We're so excited to have you on BFFR, and let's get into it.
I know, right off this big news. How are you, Becky?
I'm good. I'm really good. I'm glad that the announcement is out there because I don't think there's any hiding this anymore. I will be on broadcast in like 2 weeks, and then I have my retirement ceremony too. So I was just like, yeah, it might be time.
Yeah, amazing. Well, congratulations on retirement. And the baby. Let's talk about retirement so far. What does that look like? And is it the best thing you've ever done?
Ooh, is it the best thing I've ever done? I don't know about that. I am enjoying it more than I thought. I thought I was really going to miss the game. And I don't know if it's because I kind of jumped into broadcasting. I had the podcasting. I knew that we were going to try to get pregnant. And so my mind was just maybe not on soccer as much. So I haven't missed it as much as I thought I would. And I have to say, like, not being in the grind every single day, like that part's nice. Like when I watch a game now, I know everything that went into getting into that match, the travel, the pregame meals, the training, all the prehab, the rehab, all of it. And on most days I'm like, I don't think I have that in me anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at a couple of gals with a torn calf, a broken finger, and just a bum leg with a bad nerve. So we are just hoping you could come on here and offer us that guidance. Captain America, should we retire? Please tell us.
No, it's actually, are we resilient or should we fucking retire?
Yeah. How resilient is too resilient? There's a lot of baggage
Syd,
here.
I asked you, I think when you re-signed for Angel City, we were playing against each other. And I just said, congratulations.
First
and
of
I was
all,
like, how?
We have full-blown conversations on the field every single time we play against each other.
We do.
Yeah.
You're one of the few players that I will have a conversation with on the field.
That's
I
fair.
did not know that. I'm not sure how I feel about that, Syd.
Oh, I just say, how are you? How are things? Oh, good. How are you? Oh, good. And then she said, congrats. Yeah.
Congrats on resigning. Like, how long do you think you're going to do it? And you go, until the wheels fall off. And I go, okay. And the wheels have not technically fallen off. You just have an injury, it sounds like. I think you're resilient. I also will just say I was very injured in 2023, missed the World Cup because of a foot injury, and then got to play 2024 and had the most minutes of anyone on the Thorns. So like it is possible to get back from some injuries.
I also have gotten back from a lot worse. Like
there you go.
2 births.
Birth.
Yeah. There's been think about all the things we've been through in our entire career that you just have to come back from. You have to come back from. And then obviously I took a little time off. I took mental leave. And I think that was like the best thing that I could do for myself. Because now,
good for you.
I'm like, I'm chilling. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, says the girl with the 3-year contract extension. Time is ticking over here for this old gal.
Ellie, how are you doing?
We're supposed to be asking you the questions.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. I just want to catch up.
Better.
Good.
Yes. I said in our intro that I did sprint.
Yeah.
I've sprinted a few times now.
93%.
So that's
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Wow.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like this. So this week I'm deloading a little bit, but you know, your story is now inspiring me. I have actually been working with a mental performance coach, and she has completely changed the narrative going on in my head, which obviously when we're talking like this, I'll joke about it. But when I get out there on the field and need to try to push my body in ways that I haven't been able to do for almost a year and a half now, there's been a lot of negative self-talk. So I'm changing that and seeing it pay off. So yeah.
Well,
But
good
also,
for you.
But also, I do want to say this about Al. Every single day she is in rehab, working her ass off. And like, it has been a long time for her to get to where she is now. And I'm just so proud of her. And every single time I see her, I'm just like, oh, it's getting closer. And so you keep me going. We keep each other going now because we do
now
rehab
we're
together.
back together doing rehab.
Yeah.
But okay, enough about me. Okay, so what I've learned now, inspirational story. It's possible to come back. If you are going to retire, have a job lined up and
Or
potentially a baby.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, writing that down.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
writing that down
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Keys to retirement.
Yeah.
Do you, well, now you're planning a whole new chapter and you do have this broadcast gig, but do you have time for something that you didn't have time for before when you were playing? Do you have more time?
As in like having a kid or the broadcasting stuff?
Just
everything.
Yeah,
Like,
everything. Or
do you hike?
Oh.
Yeah. Do you
have you picked up a new hobby?
Yeah. Do you have time for something else?
Yeah, I have time for a lot of things. Like my busy times are in little clumps.
Okay.
Like the FIFA window, or like I'll have to work 2 days of the week to get ready for a podcast. I've gotten into Pilates. I did like my
Pilates is the
first
best.
girls weekend. Oh, Pilates is so great. Like I got to go to a wedding of a friend during the season. Like I have missed
No way.
so many weddings. Yeah, like all these
I
little
know.
things that you just kind of take for granted, I actually have time for now.
It's really nice. Yes. I can't
That's
imagine.
really nice. I know.
Yeah, you can't yet, and that's okay. Someday you will.
The whole the wedding rush during the off season when every player is getting
married. Yeah. You got a month
my
to
People
get
are
married.
like on the circuit to go to every wedding.
Yeah. Now that you're becoming a mom, have you learned like anything new about yourself? Have you just like found this like crazy amount of energy yet? Are you there? Are you still tired? And like, yeah, what have you found out about yourself during this journey?
I think I'm in the midst of finding something out about myself where like as an athlete, you're so in tune with your body and you're so in control of it. Like what you put into it, you know why you feel bad or why you feel good and how you can change it. And I think since getting pregnant, it's basically just getting rid of all that control and things are just happening to you. And you just have to like kind of enjoy the not having control and kind of go with it. So I'm in the midst of learning how to go with it, because at first when my body started changing, I was like, what is happening? I don't understand. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like, this is what has to happen. And like, let's go.
Yeah. You're going to have a belly. That was, that was tough.
Already got it.
Wow.
Got it.
What's this doing here?
What's the current trends with maternity clothing? Like, do you just wear bigger? Is it like
You can't wear bigger because it'll make you look
right?
ginormous.
I mean, I see Rihanna out there like
with belly out. No,
doing
that's not
things.
Becky's. That's not Becky's style. I can tell you
Hey,
that.
are we sure? I don't know. Maybe
Too
this is the something
Too
new
well.
she's found out about herself. What, you're going on TV, you're going to do these things. Is it like, is it going to be front and center? Are we?
Ooh, I don't know front and center. I just started trying on maternity clothes for the first time because I was doing the thing where you just wear bigger.
Yeah.
And trying the maternity clothes, I'm like, oh, this is way more comfortable. Finding like broadcast maternity clothes, that's been a little bit more difficult than finding like loungy maternity clothes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sid, you
tune
actually
in.
was going to text you today. I need you to give me recommendations for like nicer
good at
maternity
that.
clothes.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I think I
Great.
still have maternity clothes in my storage unit. So let me go pull them up for you.
Along with her wedding dress.
Becky
We'll
was
send
there.
everything but the wedding dress.
Yeah. Yes.
I was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had a good party though.
Yeah. Any highlights you remember?
Great.
Do you remember when the police came? Because
Yes.
we were having the party downstairs and we all thought it was strippers.
Oh, I 1000% was like, Syd brought strippers to her wedding ceremony.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
on trend. Yeah.
I thought so too. I thought it was. It was. It wasn't.
Well, tell us about the broadcasting gig. Besides getting stuck in an elevator, what's it been like? It seems really intense. I read that you still have a little bit of like a pregame routine. Are you loving it? Is it like playing soccer? Is it as exciting? I don't know. Tell us.
It is, for me, it's intimidating. I never thought I would do TV. I never thought I would do live TV. And so when the producer kind of got into my ear when I retired, like, hey, we'd really like you to try this out, see if you like it. I did She Believes. And that feeling in your stomach before a big game where you're like, oh no, anxious, intense. I don't know what's about to happen right now. And I had not done a lot of reps. And so you have, someone in your ear talking to you while you're trying to answer questions. And luckily the people that I'm with, like Shannon Box and Julie Foudy and Sarah Walsh, who's the host,
What a crew.
Yeah.
They were so great and put me at ease and answered every single stupid question that I had. And they just kind of became like a team right away. And when you retire, you'll find out that you miss that team environment. And so to kind of walk into another team and have them take care of you, I was like, oh, I can do this.
You can.
Yeah.
You are so good.
You're so good.
Stunning. You look good. You sound good.
I texted her the first time when you did She Believes, and I'm like, Becky, you look beautiful.
Yes.
She looks so good on TV.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Syd, you know that I've never been good with makeup or dressing myself. And so they do your hair and makeup.
Well, that's not true.
And I was like, please go very light coverage. And they're like, sure, we got it. And I saw my face that first time and I was like, dear God, it like just didn't look like me. Luckily on TV, it looked better. But like
for sure.
In person, you'd be like, oh no.
But you're that's not true. You are a light coverage girly, though. I'll give you that.
I am very.
Speaking of us knowing each other quite well, I want to talk about like my favorite moments with Bex.
Please share.
So the first one is when I had Cassius. We were playing together on Kansas City. And she had never held a baby before. And I think I had to go through, we were going to Sweden with a national team or something. And we had to go through like the whatever. And I got flagged to like whatever. And I was like, Becky. And she was like, holding baby Cassius.
You bring this up now of all times, Syd. Perfect.
But now I got her ready. You got her ready.
Yeah.
That and then her header. Who were we playing?
I think it was
when you
DC.
scored that big header. Yeah.
I think it was DC.
Was so excited that she scored that. We were like to each other. And then another one would be when Becky decided to be a forward and we were playing Canada and she came all the way from center back and is end line, touch line, little cross, dinky to me. And we scored like in the 70, 80th minute and we won 1-0.
Yeah, it was a big game.
Becky, that was all you.
I love that memory just because I know how much you loved scoring against Canada. So anytime I could be involved in a game that you scored against Canada, I was like, yes.
I did enjoy that.
She will remember that forever.
Yes. Okay, what are some of the things that you remember that we did, like that you remember?
I remember a lot just like you with Cassius and us like lugging all your stuff and making sure that, we got into the team vans because FC Kansas City, we didn't have a bus. So we were all in charge of our own vans. We'd get in at like 10:30 at night and we'd be like, we got to find something to eat. So we're like going through the Wendy's drive-through and we're like just trying to find food. And just like looking back now that hopefully I will have a baby boy of my own, just like how fiercely you love Cash and like how amazing it was for me to be able to see someone just like take care of their kid like that. Like, I feel like you are a role model for me now about how I want to be able to raise my kid. And a soccer one that I remember is that you had just gotten back from pregnancy, and I think we're playing the Boston team, and I assisted your first goal back, and I knew how much it meant to you to get that first goal.
You know, your assists to me are probably some of the best goals I've scored. Thank you, Becky. But remember, Cassius was basically on our roster.
Oh,
he came everywhere to every meeting. He was the youngest NWSL player ever signed.
He still holds the record. They're getting younger, but he still holds the record.
Yeah. I loved playing with you and against you. I always knew it was going to be a battle anytime we played against each other. And I just have the most respect for you.
Love you. Syd, it goes both ways for sure.
It's so funny. I mean, you're our second guest now where I'm just listening about all these amazing success stories and winning World Cups. And I'm kind of like, that's so awesome, you guys. I had to play against you fuckers. But it's like when you're defenders, like you're having these full-on conversations. I mean, Becky has probably been 100 yards from me anytime we've played against each other, but you see each other at the beginning, at the end. And we talked about in another episode, just the respect you have. I don't want to go as far as saying it's trauma bonding, but there is this resiliency and what we've gone through to build the sport and grow the game. And then at the end of our careers, to look back as this generation and just be so proud of where the game has come. And that's a connection that I will always feel with you. And you're so respected. Watching you do broadcasting, which is something that, you know, I'm interested in maybe pursuing, and seeing you jump into that so seamlessly, and just everything you've given to the sport and how everyone speaks about you as the people's captain. Yeah, you're a huge inspiration, and the way you've led is something that I have really identified with. Are there moments from the national team as a captain that were kind of the quieter moments, something that just has resonated with you, or something that you remember that wasn't about lifting a trophy or winning a game, that just like when you look back, you think of very fondly?
Oh, man. I mean, most of the quieter moments, like that's just kind of my leadership style anyway, whenever it had to be a little bit louder. I think we were so fortunate that people like Syd or Megan Rapinoe or Alex Morgan, like there were people that would stand up and do that kind of stuff. So for me, a lot of the stuff was quieter, and that's just kind of where I thrived. And I think building relationships with players and having them know that if they needed anything, if they had questions, concerns, like they could come to me. And so I took a lot of pride in having relationships where people trusted me with important things. And so like working with the Players Association, like having people's livelihoods in my hand, like that's weighty and really important. And that's like quieter, smaller work that has bigger ramifications.
Absolutely.
I would agree with Becky on the quiet leadership. But the thing that like is so amazing about Becky is that she leads quietly, but it's so loud.
Yeah.
You know, like anytime anything was going on, like you just trusted Becky to have your back always. And she always did.
That means a lot. Thank you, Syd.
Watching this new women's national team, what excites you? What feels very new? And what, when you watch, you're like, nah, this is still the U.S. women's national team that I know and I love?
I think in many points in the program, there's just this like huge transition phase where a coach will come in and they'll kind of phase out the older, more veteran experienced players and just give a lot of time and energy to the youth. And I think we keep forgetting that this happens and it's very natural. So everyone's kind of like, oh my gosh, you know, there goes Alex and Kelly and Pino and Becky, and like, what's going to happen? And it's like, this happens all the time. It happened to Boxy and Abby and like all these big name players. And so I think we just have to remember that this is a normal part of the cycle. And what excites me is seeing how good some of this young talent is. And I look at on your guys' team, like an Alyssa and Giselle Thompson, like that's like how they're playing right now. I think is like really exciting to me to see how, especially Alyssa, like from 2 years ago at the 2023 World Cup to now, she just has like her game has evolved so much. And so give her another 2 years. And what is she going to look like in 2027? Like that kind of stuff really excites me.
Even Alyssa's growth from last season to this season.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell she's playing with confidence and she's feeling herself. And that's what we need from her.
Absolutely. I know.
Mm-hmm.
This season is exciting. How tuned in are you to the NWSL? Is it like, do you watch every game? Do you watch Portland? Like, how are your ties?
So because of my podcast, I have to watch a lot of soccer. Oh, so sad for me. So I watch, if I can, so many of the games. Like if they're on at the same time, I have to like usually pick and choose. But I'm always watching the Thorns. But yeah, I watch almost every single game I can.
But your favorite team is Angel City. We know that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Absolutely not.
We know.
No chance.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Well, I was really thrilled to hear that you are a fellow cat lover and an avid reader. It's tough out here.
Yeah.
It's tough out here. You get called out a lot. It's always when someone comes. This is the new thing this season at Angel City. When a new player or staff member, are you a cat person or a dog person?
And
like,
when someone
obviously,
would say,
you have to say you're a dog person.
When someone would say cat, they'd be like,
yeah, hostile environment.
I hate that. Come on.
Exactly. And I'm sitting there, if anyone be like, oh, and I'm like, I'm a cat person. Don't worry, you can say it. And they're like, nah. They still won't say it. They're just like, I don't really like animals. Like, no one will own being a cat person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They would rather say they're not even an animal lover. That's terrible.
Yeah. I know.
Come on.
I know. What are you reading? Give Syd some recommendations.
Yeah, you know I'm a big reader of X. I love a book.
She loves to buy a book.
Thinking I'm going to read
That's
it.
such a good feeling.
Thinking I'm going to read it.
Such a good feeling.
She has it next to her bed.
Maybe one day.
One day. So I really like Romantasy. I like romance books. I like fun reads that like you pick up for 2 days and then you're done with it and it's not just weighing on you. You don't have like a book hangover or anything. So I've been reading Ali Hazelwood, who is a romance writer she's got like one series about women in STEM. And then another one that's about like sports. So there's one about chess, there's one about diving, and they're just like fun. I would say they're definitely adult. So there's definitely some sexy scenes in them.
Love that.
But they're just like really enjoyable reads.
Okay. Yeah, that last bit I think will get Syd maybe a little more interested.
What's it called? Spicy books? Send me over any racks.
Oh my gosh. Well, we could talk to you all day. And we're so excited for you to embark on, well, your new career and also motherhood.
Do you and Zola have a name?
We do, yeah.
Actually, you have said you always had this name, right?
Yeah.
You've had it for, forever.
Is that the name?
For years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And this is the one you're going to go with?
Yeah.
She's
it's
never
a name
told
that could have gone. Yeah. We're not going to tell anyone until.
No.
Oh my God.
Even like years ago when you're like, I have a name. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah. You just don't want people to crap on it before it's
100%. 100%. Everyone like craps on everything anyways.
So true.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. We're just being ourselves out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
What more can you do?
And that could have been a girl name as well, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See?
Ooh, I'm going to be
Yeah,
mulling it over.
Yeah,
you remember. I'm thrilled.
Of course.
We're big fans, Becky.
Yeah.
We're
big fans.
Any last memories here of all the good times before we have to let her go?
Remember in Canada, the 2015 when we won the World Cup and we went to the club after, and it was like all of our friends and family, and then we had like 6 a.m. call time for like the morning show.
Yeah, and you almost missed call time.
Yeah.
You were getting your hair done, right?
The last person on the bus, I'm pretty sure. Per usual.
You were freaking. We were quite worried.
Yeah. And the whole time, like, Carly's doing the interview, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's all over the place. I'm just like.
It was a rough morning.
Yeah, it was a rough morning for a lot of us. Yes. Probably everyone. We had a really fun time. Remember, we were at national team camp, January camp, and then I found out I was pregnant and I had to call Vlatko and I was like, hey, I need to talk to you about something. And he was like, what, are you pregnant? And I was like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I am. Missed the entire season. And Becky's like, don't worry. You just signed,
Well,
but it's okay.
Oh.
no, I will say when you came up to me to tell me, and the way that you started it, I was like, is something seriously wrong? And then you
Yeah,
said
I
you were
was scared.
pregnant. And I was just so happy for you. I was like, great.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I'm not
I needed
upset.
that. I needed that.
Yeah.
I
No, I
needed
was just
that at that time for
happy.
sure. But I was scared. I'm like, what happened? How did we get here?
So you had just signed for Kansas and
Just
he was
like
your club coach.
3 days before I found out.
Every coach's dream.
Yeah.
What? Are you pregnant? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Such good memories.
Thank you, Becky, so much for joining us on the BFFR show. We'll see you on TV very, very soon. Come to your favorite clubs, games. Angel City will get you out there doing the 3 clap, whatever you want.
A big suite.
Yes.
Hang out with some celebrities.
Get you a jersey.
Yeah.
Whatever size you need for the baby bump. Thank you for your life advice.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
We will be thinking about that.
Anytime.
We do miss you, not playing against you.
Yeah. Oh, actually, one more.
Oh, here we go.
When we went to Heyo's like birthday weekend and I was the only one still playing and everyone's like, man, it's so good on the other side. And I was like, yeah, you look really happy.
And we kind of did look happy, didn't we?
Yeah, you were very happy. And
they were happy.
Yeah. So I'll remember that as well.
There's happiness on both sides.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little more agony now, but there's been happiness. We can get back to that, Al.
We can, and we will.
Thank you, Becky. Now it's a break. Please don't go away. Actually, you better not go away.
More BFFR coming up soon. Bye, Becky.
Bye, Bex.
Bye.
Thank you. It's time for happy hour at Bar BFFR, where we serve up our L's and dubs of the week and answer some of your burning questions. Let's get into it. Let's
do it. Something we're loving. Okay, I will probably butcher how you say this, but the Ballon d'Or. Oh, I rolled my R. Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or?
Who knows?
Okay, well, there are 3 new women's categories, and the dates were shifted to better accommodate the FIFA women's calendar. It is about time.
Thanks for that.
Thank you. The women's ballot will also expand to include best young player, best goalkeeper, and top scorer for club or country. And those were categories previously limited to the men's side. So we are getting a little more equality in the prize giving and recognition space. So I think that's a big win for us. I'm loving that. Do you have a win of the week, Syd?
A win of the week. Yeah, I'm walking.
Big win.
Moonwalking.
If we
Oh yeah, I did moonwalk for you today. Just to show everyone that my calf was working.
Yeah, and then our PT whipped her head around and said all of a sudden was no longer moonwalking.
I know, I just left the facility.
My win is I am finally done with wedding thank you cards. Handwritten, shipped all over the world.
I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I just, for my fake wedding, I didn't send out any cards.
Were they fake gifts too?
Yeah, but I forget like who gave me what, and then it's like too much. And then I'm like, thank you for coming.
You sent out?
No.
Okay. So this is your chance.
Everyone knows. Thank you for coming. Thank you for my baby shower gifts. Thank you for any gift that you've ever given to me. I'm also really bad at birthday presents because I forget who it comes from, but I want to say thank you. I love all of you, and I will get better at that as I grow up.
The next wedding.
Yeah, the next one.
Anyways,
Sorry.
Bev Lowe is squirming right now. Hit us with the loss, Syd. This was a big L. As your friend, I hurt for you.
Okay. First of all, I'm ashamed. Okay. I'm driving and now I'm like only in the crutches, that phase. And so I'm driving
in the Porsche
and it says like, hey, you need to find a gas station. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I got like 15 miles left. So I'm getting off on like the next exit. All of a sudden it starts slowing down. And I'm like putting the gas on and it's just getting slower. And I'm like, it says 14. Like, why is it going out at 14? And the gas light is there and everything. And I was like, man, I'm running out of gas.
You ran out of gas.
Yes. I ran out of gas on the 101. Okay. So luckily I was able to park it on the side
of the freeway.
Of the freeway, yes.
Very busy freeway.
Yes. And then I called AAA as one would. And they're like, we'll be there in 53 minutes. And I'm like, I ain't waiting. So I grabbed my crutches and I crutched from the 101 to the next exit. And I went to the gas station and I got one of those little gas things and I filled it. And then I got an Uber back to my car and I put the gas in. And then I realized maybe sometimes it's okay to ask for help. But what I'm really upset at is the fact that no one stopped.
Can you believe that?
I was like, excuse me. What do you mean? Like, not even like a creep.
Right.
It made me feel like.
I'd be less surprised if someone abducted you in your little booty shorts, crutching on the side of the freeway, than someone not stopping.
I feel like I didn't look crazy. I look normal. Maybe I do look crazy. I don't know. But I was like, no creeps.
I know.
That's tough.
I know.
Like really was a shot to the heart.
We've like canceled catcalling, but like helping someone on crutches on the side of the road, I feel like
I would 100% stop.
Same.
Yeah. I crutched for 25 minutes through the 101.
Our medical team is not thrilled about this.
So if you saw a girl in crutches on the 101, it was me.
Or a lime green Porsche just ditched on the side of the road. It was seduction.
It was seduction. I was also wondering, I'm like, I wonder if someone's going to tow it without me knowing. So I was like, I better. So I started going faster.
Maybe you did look a little. Anyways, trend that I would like to talk about.
Okay.
The resurgence of puka shell necklaces.
Oh, okay.
Am I going to see you with a puka shell necklace?
Yeah.
Do you remember having a puka shell necklace back in the day?
First of all, those were
everything.
Those were everything. If you didn't have one, you were a loser.
Okay. Yes, I did have one.
So you're not a loser.
I just remember that it would like a pinch.
Oh, and
like
get your
tiny
hair.
Neck hairs.
Yeah, but like you went through it.
Yeah. So all you Gen Zers out there bringing back the puka shells, totally love it. Yeah. We love this trend, but just remember when you get just that little like pinch in the middle of
it's your hair.
It's your neck hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puka shells.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
Everything's coming back. That's why like you need to keep everything.
Everything.
Because everything comes back.
And that's why you have your storage unit.
That's why I have my storage unit. And that's why I have my skinny jeans still.
Coming back.
You heard it here first.
I think we have a couple of calls from the BFFR hotline. Let's listen in here.
Let's hear it.
Hi, Allie. This is Nicole from LA. This isn't a question, but I just wanted to say, as someone who's a fellow LA native who also lost their home in the Palisades fire, that I just wanted to thank you for still talking about it and still discussing kind of where things are at with your parents' home, because even though the outpouring of love and support from the community has been so overwhelming since day one of the fires, a lot of people are realizing how much everyone is still dealing with. I literally just had the insurance adjuster come out today to take a look to confirm that we really did lose everything. So it's wild how slow things are moving and how this is going to be a multi-year process for everyone involved. I just want to thank you for still bringing it up, because it does make me feel not as alone. So yeah, thanks for doing that. And so sorry about your parents' home, but great to hear that they're rebuilding.
Oh, that was so nice.
I know.
Nicole, thank you. I was not expecting that. I'm happy to share anything I can because you are not alone. And that's the only thing getting me through this is knowing that I'm not alone and having my parents and it's everyone moves on and I totally understand that. It's human nature, but hearing you say that you just were going through this with the insurance claims and the adjuster. We're still doing inventory on everything we lost. And I just have to take breaks for weeks at a time because going through that list to prove that you lost everything that you owned for my parents' sake, a lot of what I owned over the years, everything that was left from, childhood and high school and even college. It's really, really tough. And it's kind of a sick process to have to keep going back there to prove to someone that you're not trying to bamboozle them into giving you your insurance money. So I'm so sorry you're going through this, but thank you for your message. And we're in this together. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many years it takes. And we will get through it. But thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I was calling because I'm a soccer mom out here. I've got an almost 12-year-old, and she loves playing soccer. She's playing competitive, and I'm really happy for her and investing in it for her and with her and loving the days out in soccer field. But also, if I'm being fucking for real, I am so exhausted a lot of the days. And I also am a little bit stressed. Like, am I pushing her too hard? Is she doing too many extra practices and things? It seems like she's having a lot of fun and I want to keep supporting her, but I also have this fear of like, is it taking over her life? So my question is, as players and as moms and aunts, where do you think the line is? What is your advice for making sure we're supporting our kids and letting them pursue what they want to pursue, but also keeping a balance in their life?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question because, of course, we all go through it when our kids are like doing extra things. But when it comes to soccer, if she wants to do that, then she wants to do it. But it also has to like take you into account. Like you can't be like so burnt out that you're like, now I'm stressed if I don't get her here, or if something happens. Like I think you have to like take that away and just do as best as you can. And if you can make some, you make some, but don't feel bad when like it's just too much.
How did you feel with Cassius? He was in a really competitive environment and then wasn't enjoying it as much.
Yeah. Cassius went into this club and it was extremely competitive. He was 6 or 7. And it was like drill sergeant type. And he loves soccer. And like every day I could just see like the love just kind of leave. He didn't want to play soccer outside anymore. That's like our thing. We go in the back and we play. He didn't want to go to practice. He would cry. He didn't want to go to games. And so I took him out and I was like, he doesn't need to play on the best team. I need him to like love this because he loves it. And I think that's the most important thing. And also like 12, that's a good age, but like let her do everything. Bring other sports in and like have her be good at other things as well. I think that that's really helpful.
And I feel like with you, the mother's intuition, you'll know you're saying that that your daughter is loving it. And so I think that's genuine. Syd had a feeling that Cassius wasn't loving it. And then they found a really good solution. But I think,
but that was really hard when we were going through that. And like to see him, like someone who loved soccer so much, just hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not letting that happen to you at 6. Sorry. Bye-bye.
He's back, baby.
He's back. And yeah, I was like very emotional because like, you're like paying the big bucks for this and you're doing all of the things and you're going out to all the trainings and yeah, it's like very taxing on me as well.
Yeah.
And then like parents were yelling at him and I was like, we're done. We're done. Or like, I remember this was our last game that we ever played. He ever played in with this club. But they were waiting in between 2 games and I was there And he asked to play, like they were playing two touch or something, and they said, no, you can't play with us.
The little boys.
His teammates. And so I went down there and I was like, let's play two touch. We crushed. Of course. Don't need you kids. Mama's coming. But yeah, you will feel that like when it's too much or it's not working, don't like force that, because that is the strongest thing about us is our intuition and what's best for our children.
Wow, those were some amazing messages.
Yeah, they
so
were.
Cool that people are calling us.
I know. And also congratulations to you. I think that's really important that you're there for your daughter. I think, no matter what, they love to see you there. So congratulations, and you're amazing.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've come to the end of another episode, Sydney. My boo-boos.
My boo-boos.
So thank you to everyone who has sent Syd gifts throughout the years. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of the BFFR show. Please follow and subscribe all platforms. We are at BFFR show. Follow us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
wherever you get your podcasts.
Just keep listening. We love hearing from you. We appreciate you so much. Before we leave, Syd is going to finish off with that affirmation, but we'll be back here next Monday.
From Becky, Captain America, what we do matters and impacts people in a positive way.
Thank you, Captain America.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye.